1 minute, your world is normal. The next, it's gone. A flood, a fire, a crime scene. Your home shattered. Your business shut down. Your life on pause. But in the darkest hour, when chaos knocks at your door, that's when Serve Pro of Northwest Lake County shows up. Not just a company, not just a cleanup crew, but neighbors, parents, coaches, locals who care. Drake and his team aren't just restoring properties. They're restoring peace, restoring dignity, restoring lives. So when your worst day arrives, call the Oh No guy, who becomes your Thank God guy. Serve Pro of Northwest Lake County. Locally owned, nationally known, unshakably trusted. From devastation to restoration. Serve Pro, Northwest Lake County. Looking for a car dealer that actually feels like your hometown? Welcome to City Chevrolet of Grayslake, where the vibe is friendly, the pressure is off, and you'll always be treated like family. Meet Anthony Scala. He's just not the owner. He's a guy that grew up in the car business, worked his way from porter to owner. Anthony believes in people first. That's why City Chevy sponsors your kids' teams, your town events. And matter of fact, this show, they give back every chance they get. Anthony thinks that the experience of buying a car should be fun. No pressure, just honest people who care. Whether you need a new Chevy, a quality used car, or just service you can trust, City Chevy is here for you. Come visit City Chevrolet of Grayslake right off of 120. And thank you for sponsoring our town, our stories, our voice. Let's get after it, Grayslake. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Discovering Grayslake. We are once again recording here from Bellevue Studios, which is right on Center Street. And as I look over my shoulder, like I don't know where Center Street is. But if you guys are looking for any photography needs from, what do we have here? Senior portraits, weddings, family portraits, anything that you guys need. Kristen's a wonderful photographer. She's also been a dear friend of mine forever. So if you need anything photography, come see Kristen at Bellevue. So this has been a long time coming, girls. I can't believe it. Every time I do this, I'm like, how did it take so long to get you guys on here? Okay, so because I have a problem with pronunciation sometime, how about you guys introduce yourself and just a little brief thing about your business. We'll start wherever you want.
I'm Jess Sawyer.
I'm Chelsea Jackson.
And we are the owners of Liatris Dance Center.
Liatris. Okay, so I'm not the only one that has problems pronouncing it.
Definitely not. And there is some flex in there where, I've also heard a lot of Liatris because it's a wildflower, so it's not, specific to us, but Liatris is the more popular, so Liatris. That's what we go with.
Okay, so let's just start with the obvious then. So where do we come up with Liatris? How did we get the name?
So when we were thinking about names and what we wanted to make sure we were choosing something that would fit all ages and brackets of intensity. So if they were applying for colleges, they could put it on there, or if they were brand new to a studio and 3 years old, that there was like nice range of something that was really nice. And so as we started to think about it, we were really focusing on what we wanted the environment of the studio to be. And then as we started to think about that, it was really about like growth mindset and growth for dancers and celebrating every student for their progress. And that's what we wanted to do for ourselves. And awesome. So then we started to think of like wildflowers. And
how long did this take? I love naming things process. Is this like an afternoon? Is this a bottle of wine and a
Months? I think months. Honestly.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah.
Of like just playing around with ideas and like, just learning more about different flowers and like what things like represented as well. And so Liatris specifically is known for being a very versatile flower, for being an adaptable flower.
Did one of you know about this flower? Did you look it up?
We for sure were researching all of our flowers.
Gotcha. That's
for
funny.
sure.
Yes, okay. We also love the idea that like flowers bloom and grow and blossom at their own time and at different times, and that not every kid has to be
I love that.
the same, and so that you can still bloom and blossom at any stage of life. Or
talk about that all the time. Yeah. Everybody's on their different path, right?
Exactly.
Absolutely, and celebrating each kid's path.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, so on a non-serious note, every time I hear the name of that, and it took you a month to do it, what was second place?
I don't even
Or was there one?
I mean, there really wasn't. Like, we played with different, like, just wildflower as, like, truly just, like, the word wildflower for a while. But that felt too, like, generic, if you will. Like, it wasn't something a little more
I didn't know if there was
unique.
something fun in there.
No, there really wasn't, actually.
It's like once you make that decision and put it on paper, then
like, it was pretty much a no. That's it. Done.
Yep.
Okay, let's talk about dance background for you. Let's talk about how do we get here? Like, where do you both grow up? How did your dancing yourself bring to where you are today?
So I'm originally from Michigan. I trained my whole life and then went to college at Western Michigan University for dance. And then when I moved to Chicago, it was to perform, and I moved to the city, of course, and did that and performed in some professional dance, contemporary dance companies. And then I started teaching as well while I was doing that. And then I was working in the full Chicagoland area and the city teaching, and slowly shifted to just teaching and choreographing and
That's
doing
awesome.
all of that.
And when you find something you love, you like to stay in it, right? If you're done dancing, the only logical way is to start teaching it, right?
Absolutely.
Yes.
I also have no other usable life skills outside of the performing arts except for, like, putting rhinestones on things. So, it's really this needs to work.
Right. So you dance as a little girl.
So I grew up dancing. I'm from Chicagoland area.
Okay.
And then I actually went to school for music and, like, danced in different ways through there, like taking classes in the city, like, while doing all of that. Yeah. And then ended up getting, going to teaching, like, dance teaching program through UNLV, the University of Nevada, Las Vegas.
Awesome.
Before we ended up opening studio.
Okay.
I did a lot of teaching.
So how do you two meet each other?
So
dance.
So when I first moved out here, we met each other she was working on a ballet, and I had just moved out here, like, had no job. Like, I was like, I'm moving to Chicago. This is what I'm doing. It's going to have to work, and we'll figure it out. And so I found a job as, a costumer, because, like, we have many life skills you have to pick up when you do performing arts.
Sure.
So I was, like, repairing costumes and stuff for the ballet she was working on. And one day we both got out of our car at the same time and had the exact same socks on, which seems like, weird, but it was literally
also ridiculous socks.
Like, it was like knee-high, like, neon hearts.
Yeah.
Socks. So, and we were both just like, hey. And then we followed each other into the same space. We had no idea of each other, and that pretty much started that.
All of it.
Wow. That sounds like something you'd see in a sitcom or something. Two women get out and they have the matching
100%.
Yes.
Like it had to be.
Yes. And then from there, we ended up teaching at a few different places together. So
yeah. And I think, like, the big thing that really started to connect us is we realized we had, like, the same teaching philosophy and how to support and make strong dancers. And then we were able to work physically doing the same thing in the same classroom together, and, like, get to really work with one another and on, like, a closer level, not just, like, we work at the same studio.
Right.
And I think that's what really helped us figure out that we wanted to do something together.
Yeah, that's cool. Okay, so do you both remember, like, a moment when you're teaching together or something, and you look at each other and be like, we have to start our own thing? Was there a moment that happened, or was it just a gradual thing?
I think it was kind of gradual.
it was pretty gradual. Yes. Yeah. We always joke that we are actually probably some of the most reluctant studio owners out there. Okay. Because of just, like, how gradual this was, like, where until it felt like the universe was pummeling us with, like, this is your next step. Right. This is what you must do. Right. And, like, that is when we finally were like, oh, right. And then, like, looking back, we're like, oh, I see how all of these different things were, like, pushing us in this direction, setting us up for this.
You know, these are the kind of business stories that I love, too, because some people do, the business goes one or two different ways. One is like, hey, we need to make money. What kind of store are we going to open, right? Mm-hmm. And the other is, this is your life's passion, and you guys obviously should be working together, and then it just naturally happens. So you do it for the love of it, and then hopefully business works, right?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, by the time we were, like, actually opening, we were like, I don't think we have another choice.
Yeah,
Like this is it for us.
And you seem to still like each other.
So
We do.
yeah.
Best friends.
It's a very good thing. Okay, so we make this decision. How do we end up in Grayslake? And let's also make sure that we will, but tell people where you're at in Grayslake if they don't know where you're at. But how do we end up in that beautiful space?
So it was tail end of COVID.
Okay.
We were looking at spaces in like Lake County area to open, and every space, it's almost like Goldilocks. I was like, this space is too small. This space is too large.
Just right.
Yes, we're like, this one has a bathroom right in the center of where the studio would be. This is a weird choice. And so
Right.
I think finally we walked into the space we did, and immediately we're like, this looks like a studio. It was literally also like built the way it is. Like
we did almost no
That's awesome.
changes to
which
it.
was like, we were like, oh my goodness.
Like install some mirrors, put in a dance floor, like even up to having windows in the wall.
Like it had observation windows in the wall
Really?
already. Yeah, so it was one of those where you walked in, we're like, I think this is the one.
Wow. So what year do you move in there? Is it 21, 22?
22.
22.
Yeah.
22.
Okay, so that's it.
So like also with like it was important to us that we were going to be in Grayslake area just because that is where we spend a lot of our time and like businesses we go to and like
Right.
where our lives are. And so after teaching in a lot of different areas, we wanted to be able to like actually invest in the community that
Well, we're
we
really
are part
happy to
of.
have you. That's for sure. Okay, so I from a business standpoint, like, did you already have like a following of students at that point, or is it, hey, now we have a studio, now we need to figure out how the heck to pack this full of dancers?
The second one.
Yeah.
So when we decided, because we had not worked in the area, we have frequented and like spent a lot of our time here, but we had not actually like worked in the area. So we kind of, again, just kept feeling ourselves being pulled this direction.
Right.
And
Just
we were like, all right, it's got to
Yeah.
work, and
And-
we're going to figure it out. So we're just going to go for it.
most people will enter this kind of business with like a core following
Sure.
of some sort.
Right.
We had 2 4-year-olds.
It's a good
2
start.
4-year-olds.
Yeah, 2 4-year-olds. We
Were they
related to
were-
one of them.
Were they yours?
So my niece was one of them, and
Great.
her best friend.
Yep.
So we were like, that's fine. You can build a studio on
With
2
2
4-year-olds, right?
Sure.
If you build it, they will come.
Right. Had a little sorority over there already. Just to start.
So, like, I mean, even like our first like promotional shoot, we were just like borrowing friends' kids
Children.
Sure.
to be like, hey, you have a daughter. I know she doesn't dance, but
We need some photos.
I
over
need
here.
Very
some photos.
coordinated.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So literally from the ground up.
Wow.
We're taking a quick break just to say hello because everybody knows Nano, and Nano knows real estate. And actually, I believe that's the name of her Instagram page. So if you're looking to buy a home, sell a home, or know somebody in the market for a home, contact Nano from Baird & Warner. She's a Grayslake girl helping out Grayslake people. Looking for a place where there's always something happening? Welcome to the Grayslake Village Center. Whether you're planning a family outing, a date night, or a fun night out with friends, the Village Center has something for everyone, year-round. Enjoy a fantastic mix of restaurants, unique retail shops, and exciting events that bring the community together. And just steps away, you'll find Central and Gelatin Parks, home of the library, aquatic center, skate park, senior center, and numerous recreational opportunities. Whew, that's a mouthful. So if you're looking for something to do, come explore, dine, shop, and play right here in the heart of Grayslake. Find out more at grayslakevillagescenter.com. And go check them out on social media and give them a like, give them a follow.
See, that's fun because I think there's always when I started a DJ business, I did it because I loved it, right? And at some point when you get a mortgage or you make that or you open your office, you still want to do it, but now you're at a have to do it, right? Because nobody wants to fail on that. And most businesses do, right? Because I'm sure that spot over there isn't a cheap spot to be in because it's rather large as well. So that's crazy. Yeah. But hey, the leap of faith is everything, right?
Yeah.
Absolutely, yes.
Yes.
Also not our natural go-to. I feel like it's like, let's just like go for it. We're like, hold my hand. We're going to just jump in it
Before
together.
we jump off the cliff together.
Yeah.
Actually,
Thelma and Louise over
very
here.
much.
Very much Thelma and Louise.
But that's super fun. So how long did it take where you were like, oh my gosh, people are signing up, classes are filling up? Did it happen rather fast?
Kind of, yes. I mean, when we signed that first lease, pretty much just said a prayer. We're like, hope this isn't a terrible mistake, and like, please let us be able to pay for a 3-year lease. Like, that's all I want. Is like, please let us just be able to like maintain this lease for 3 years. But when it came time to renew, we were like, great, and let's add on.
We just added on.
So
this past summer, so this season.
Oh my goodness gracious. Okay, so now we're adding that. We're not worried about anything now. We're just we're moving. You always.
You're always
say
your
every
business
day,
owner.
all
You're
day.
always worrying about
Right.
everything.
But it's fun though. At least it's your passion, right? And
Oh, it's so fun. It's the best job in the world.
I love
Sorry.
No, I have
I'm sure podcasting is the second.
It is. It's a close two. So with that, I always like to find out like how, why, right? Because obviously anybody listening right now knows that you're both passionate about this, which is cool. So let's talk about the kinds of classes, the kind of dance classes from age groups to different categories. So just kind of run that through. So somebody listening that wants to send somebody there can come there.
Yeah, for sure.
We start them at 2 with our mini movers class. And so that is more of a just like creative movement, general dance class to help them start exploring movement and music and being in a classroom and having a teacher, following along, like laying a good foundation and just helping them have a space that they are comfortable in that is not home and daycare.
Amen.
And so that when they get a little older, we've already done all of the like, where am I? You're a stranger. This is weird stuff. But that they also already really love it. When we are like, and now we're going to put you on stage. You're the ripe old age of 3.
That's insane. I just think about 2-year-olds running around in there. It's got to be fun, though, and rewarding to watch them grow from there.
It is, yes, for sure. You're like, okay, you were a little baby, and now we're staying on our spot. We don't run around the room anymore. We've gotten past that point. We don't need victory laps anymore. It's a nice.
I still do victory laps. I might do one when we're done here. Or during it. You never know.
And then we go primarily up through seniors in high school. We do have adult ballroom classes that we'll run as well. And we keep saying it's coming for adult other classes as people ask. And we're like, well, like this year, we're adding Studio C. So probably. And then as it turned out, Studio C was always booked. And we're like, well, next year we have Studio D, so maybe next year.
Wow.
We'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
Wow, so all the way through.
Yes, so all the way through.
Okay, so, and how many, do we call them recitals? Do we call them, what do we?
We like to call ours a showcase, spring showcase.
Showcase.
Yeah.
So when you do a showcase like that, is it just your students?
Yes, it's just our studio. We also compete though. So we do have Liatris Dance Company, which is our like competitive team. So they like travel and compete at competitions, and that's when they are performing or competing against other studios.
Gotcha. Because when I was stalking you guys, I was looking through all the photos, but that must be a really cool thing to lead up to competition things and watching the girls succeed and boys, girls and boys succeed, but also something fun for the parents to go to too, right?
100%. I think the parents really enjoy their time and
they
get to see the growth. And they love seeing like their kid get off stage and excited, and it's really fun too because it's on next level. Obviously, they have more requirements and stuff like that. Sure. So it's let's level up our training. We want more. Like this is our activity of choice for the most part, or one of our major activities of choice, and so they want to level that up. So I think the parents also enjoy seeing the community that the dance company builds, because they're all traveling and going together to things, and then they get to like have like dressing room time together and different things. So it builds like really close connections and bonds, and the parents get to bond with each other, and I think it's kind of special for them.
I like that a lot, especially because in any, like, whether what sport it is or what clubs you're in, it seems like there's a recreational side of things, and then people that succeed that want to compete and have that kind of experience. Is that something you thought you guys would have right away? Or is that like, was that a goal ever? Or it just morphed into that? Oh, it was?
Definitely a goal.
That's part of our background is we worked with like very high level competitive teams and stuff like that.
That's cool.
So,
But I think we're grateful at how quickly it was able to take off and to have a good core group doing that, and how successful they've been at it.
yeah.
That's really cool. What a great, and I always think about, like, you know, community-wise, obviously, because I'm a tad bit fond of Grayslake. But what a fun way to get involved with the community is to take care of their kids, right? And then I'm sure you guys have hundreds of parents in the area that you're friends with because you take care of their children all the time.
100%.
Is it mostly girls that are in dance, or is there the boys as well?
We primarily, I have a lot of girls, but we actually have a ton of boys. We even offer a boys hip hop class. So it's all male class, and it's led by a male instructor as well. Okay. So again, sometimes if they're like nervous or leery that they're going to have a female instructor, or they don't know what to expect, or they're not sure if they want to be like the minority in a class, like it's a great class for them to feel like it's all us and we get to express and do our thing
and boys,
together.
It's okay to dance.
Yes.
Right?
Oh my gosh, of course.
Yeah, and getting that modeled by an adult male, right? To be like, he's cool, he's doing this, he's helping me do this, so it kind of destigmatizes it.
Yeah, I was just going to say, and I wasn't going to say it because, like, but he has to be cool, right? Because they have to be like somebody they look up to and be like, I want to be like him. Like, that's pretty awesome. That's cool.
Yeah, it's really fun.
So how many different classes are in play right now? Do we know this off the top? It's good if you don't, because that means there's a lot, right?
There's a lot.
70, something like that.
Like classes,
like
or
actual
styles of dance. Styles of dance. Okay.
Pretty much everything. So ballet and point classes, tap,
jazz, musical theater, jazz. Jazz, but also like specific characterization and like that type of musical aspect that you're focusing on. Like you're at a Broadway show, not just traditional jazz.
Gotcha. There's no way that you two can be instructing all this. So how many instructors do we have? Are you doing are you doing all
Well, most days. I teach like 6 days a week. Still, in addition to all of the admin and running everything.
Because running a business is a full-time.
Yes. Yes, it is.
And being there the whole time.
But we also have 4 other instructors in addition to us, but we teach a lot of classes.
Yeah.
That's awesome. If I was sending my daughter or son somewhere to go, it's always nice when you have owners that, this is their place. I know that they're taking this extremely seriously.
Definitely. Our parents always see us, for sure.
That's good. And
we're always there.
With competition-wise, too, I want to go the competition side of things.
Yeah.
How many competitions do they do a year? Is it like a seasonal thing where a certain month is competition time? Does it go like that?
Yes. So we usually do our auditions for the next season of company in June, beginning of June, and then they spend their summer doing their required training. They learn all of their new routines. We do like a company kickoff in September before the actual season starts for all classes, and then they practice rehearsing those and cleaning those and getting those up to speed, and then usually beginning of February, we'll start competing, and we do that until May.
We'll usually do one competition a month, like February, March, April, May, and then June is our showcase.
Gotcha.
And we've started also working in a dance convention for students in the fall.
Yeah.
So that, again, like these are the kids that have decided they want to do a little bit more and a little bit extra.
Yes.
So that we take them out to
take master classes
with
professionals in the
let them experience maybe different styles of dance, like that we don't offer, like Bollywood, right? Or Latin jazz, like very specific things, but also just get to see different instructors, take class in a different place, like change of scenery can do a lot for you.
So they actually
with other
go there.
studios.
It's
yes.
like a workshop kind of convention.
Exactly.
Workshop.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's wonderful, just to get them to see different things, right?
Yes, and like provide that education. Also in that, what Jess said, they also are learning things quickly, so it's a different way of working. Like it's all quick study, which is like a completely different skill set, so it's teaching them how to pick up material quickly.
The Grayslake Chamber of Commerce isn't just networking, it's opportunity. Members get exposure through local events, online directories, and social media, plus access to exclusive resources that help businesses succeed. Make new connections, grow your brand, and be part of the events that bring our town together. Learn more and join today at grayslakechamber.com. The Grayslake Chamber of Commerce, the new wave of business.
As well, which is really important, especially if they want to continue past studio life.
Yeah, because I'm sure that no matter what you teach or coach or whatever, there has to be a certain, you guys must be very like-minded in your philosophy of how you want, because this is obviously something where the kids are growing not just in dance, but working as a team. And doing these things.
Absolutely.
So philosophy on that must be very the same between both of you.
100%.
Yes.
Just to like each other.
Yeah.
Just to do everything. Okay, we just talked about an expansion. So when you first got there, are they separate studios or just one big?
So when we first opened,
there.
we had like one space with 2 rooms in it.
Okay.
We did not need the 2 rooms. We certainly did not have students for that, but it was a good space, and we're like, well, we think we can make it work, and again, like, hope that we will fill it soon.
Yes.
And so pretty much by summer of first year, we needed that second space, and so like, as we were headed into our second season, we're like, oh my gosh, what if we had gone with one room? Like, how would we be making this work now?
Right.
So we had those 2 spaces, and then this year we added a second space that also has 2 rooms, opened one of them this year.
And we are starting to prep the 4th one this summer.
Wow,
yeah.
how fun.
So like that new space is 2 doors down from our original space.
Okay, so
like we're all right there. Yeah, you just have to
there.
walk around.
Under the awning.
Yes.
Right. And then I heard you mention that, well, possibly, so that's what? So 4 spaces you have
4
now?
studio
4
spaces.
studio spaces.
So like separate like dance rooms going on.
Wow. Okay, so how big can it get? Or is that going to be enough for you just to be like...
Our students are hoping that we take over the entire strip mall. They're like, this should just be like a giant dance facility.
Like, what if there is Studio M? What if we had Studio Z? And like, I like the way you think.
Yes. And then you guys can come in and run it.
Yes, we're going to need you to teach some classes, though.
Right.
And they would be on board. Absolutely. They would be on board. Like, the number of students we have campaigning for different positions in the studio.
So it must be like a whole, like, anytime you get anything like this together, right? So they're like-minded people. From the children to the parents to all of that. It must be just a really cool atmosphere to have.
It is.
It's fun.
It's a very positive and fun space to be in.
What is the first class that when you open registration sells out every time? Is there one that's like everybody...
Acro,
probably.
And what the heck is that?
So acro is acrobatics. It's really, first of all, it's very like dance trends right now. Like anything you look on like TikTok or Instagram, like everybody is wanting to add that into their repertoire. And not a lot of studios can offer it because you have to be certified to teach it. So I teach all of the acro classes.
And are you certified, Chelsea?
Oh, yes, I am. Very much so.
Acrobatic arts.
Acrobatic arts. Give them a little plug.
Wow.
And so, yes, acro classes always, and usually to the point where we will take a couple more. We'll bring in a teaching assistant as well.
Be able to open up a couple
to open up a couple more spots because
it's
always filled that, I would say. And honestly, the early childhood, it doesn't matter the style of dance. Like they, like specifically, I feel like pre-ballet classes and pre-jazz hip-hop classes usually fully fill out.
Because they want to get them started, right?
Yes.
Like they want to do dance, how do you get them just to do one foot in the door?
Yeah.
Well, and for both of those classes, too, you're looking at a little bit smaller of a class size, so that also makes them fill faster just because if it's acro and you need spotting and you want to make sure students are getting enough one-on-one attention, so you can't take that many students. You have to
instead you add more classes and more studio
exactly.
space.
And same thing for those little guys. At some point it's just turns into crowd management instead of a true learning experience.
Right.
And so again, you have to cap those at lower numbers, so it also helps them to fill up faster.
And I'm sure that you learn that over time, right? Like, how many is too many? How many can we do this?
100%. Or if we are starting to get to the point where we feel full, we will sometimes try someone if they reach out, and we'll try it and be like, let's see if it's a good fit, because right now we are like kind of maxed out, and we'll give it a try.
It's hard to say no to people too, right? Especially if they're passionate about getting in and you want them as students.
Well, and we are more likely to add new classes in wherever we can, or we sometimes will bring in a teaching assistant for things, which is beneficial for everyone. It means we can take a few more students, but it also means then we're giving opportunity to our older students to start training them up as teachers. And we are now, crazily enough, since we started with 2 4-year-olds, at a point where we have graduated students who are out dancing and in college for dance that will come back and take classes for us. But we also feel great about that because they had years of teaching under us too, as we were okay, here's how you're going to approach this age, and here's why. Here's what we're going to do for this.
So it kind of comes full circle.
So it works well for everyone.
Absolutely.
Right. You stand there one day wondering how you're going to fill it, and then you're to today where you have past students, graduate students who have gone on to succeed in this and want to come back and be part of what you're doing.
Yes.
Yep, absolutely.
Which is really fun.
It's pretty awesome.
Really fun. We graduated our first graduating class last year.
Okay.
That was our first seniors to go on, and a lot of the doing stuff with dance or in college for dance. Quite a few of them are, and they are
make you guys happy.
For sure.
Yes.
And they're coming back this summer and helping work camps. We offer dance summer camps, and
cool.
We do evening classes as well in the summer, but we do 1-week camps all summer, half day and full day. So
okay,
it's kind
so somebody listening right now is like, what did she say? You can do
yes,
summer
you heard
camp?
me, camps.
So where do we go to get that information so they can sign up right now? Or is it open? When does it start?
Yes, registration opened back in January. So we have 1-week camps from June 8th through August 8th, and each week is a different theme. The one really cool thing about it is the kids get to try a bunch of different styles of dance. So even if it's somebody, and they don't need experience, we kind of split everyone up based on where they're at, and there's multiple staff working with them. So it's a fun opportunity they get to try different styles every day. They get to learn choreography, and at the end of the week, we put on a little informal showing in the studio.
See, that's cool.
Just so that they get to a little performance experience. We do crafts and games and activities. They even produce their own little show at the end, which is kind of fun. So they make their own backdrop, and they make their own programs, and they help set up all the chairs. And so it's fully produced by them, and so they get to experience what that's like, and they get to invite whoever they want to.
That is awesome.
And it's fun to see them take ownership of things too, and work together to plan things out. And it's summer, so and it's informal, so you have the time to give them that room to explore and play around with different ideas and plan different stuff.
I love it. And they make it their own.
Yes,
right?
absolutely.
That's the cool part.
We've been amazed at the growth we've seen in students in a lot of different ways, both as dancers. We, after our first summer of camp, were oh my gosh, this kid looks great as a dancer. They've learned so much. But they just did summer camp, right? And you don't realize how much they are really learning and developing by having fun.
Yeah.
Right? Rather than, because a lot of times we'll be this super intense summer training program. But they are taking, 4 hours of dance a day. It's just in a way that is really fun, and it's mixed up with games and free time and crafts and a lot more freedom and expression in that. So it's kind of sneak attack of getting all the training in there, but also seeing them develop as leaders in that because it's such a wide age bracket. You'll have the 8-year-olds who are around the 4-year-olds. And so that 8-year-old is not usually the big kid, but when you put them next to the 4-year-old, they are loving it. And then you have the 11-year-old who is super excited about being able to help that 8-year-old.
That's cool.
And so it kind of turns into this pipeline of being the little kid into the slightly bigger kid. And then as they age out of camp, we have a mentorship program in the summer so that those like tweens, like early teens that
11
are like
to 13,
too old to be doing, day
like serve
camp,
as helpers.
but they start, like being assistants in classes, like helping them dance across the floor,
like
or modeling.
Early childhood with crafts, like their crafts if they're having trouble cutting. So like they're working with them, and we are guiding them on how you work with younger kids. So we're they're able to mentor and work
you guys
with
are,
us.
Like, it's a community, right?
Very much so.
And some you've tricked into how to learn. I just say that if you make this fun, they're going to learn things and they don't even know what you're doing, right?
100%. And part of the way we structure our program is that, unless you are in a company where we have some set requirements, you are choosing what you are doing. You are choosing how much of it you are doing.
Gotcha.
Because everyone is different and everyone is going to thrive under different amounts of training, right? So I can do more with a kid that is happy to be there in 2 hours versus someone who is there
8 hours
a week, 12 hours
feeling
a week
forced
because they had to be, right? And so that everything they are doing, every time they step foot in the studio, it's because they wanted to do it. Like they chose that.
Right?
For sure.
Big difference.
And it's really nice when you can stand in front of your class and be like, well, you picked this.
True.
I didn't make you do this.
Right. No,
I know it's hard.
Their choice.
But you picked it.
Okay, let's do two big obvious things. Where is your studio?
So we are at 15 Commerce Drive, but that is just off of Center Street next to the Grayslake Post Office.
Yes.
So a good landmark.
You have Post Office over there, State Bank of the Lakes is over there. You got right across from there. So when you're driving down there, it's a cool complex out there. I don't think there's some kind of hidden gems over there if people don't stop there all the time.
100%. I know even our families, a lot of times when they take their kids, they go throughout the rest of the strip mall eat and shop and get their nails done and all sorts of things while their kids are in class.
And we were talking that you guys have parking.
So yes, which is not always easy to come by.
Right. It's kind of a novel idea, but to have parking for that, is
also really nice cool. In the winter.
Yes.
Oh, I'm sure. And you have we were talking about having an overhang there, so if it's raining or whatever, that it's more comfortable. People get in and out. So that's where you're at. So if you don't know where that is, guys, come on. You can
the sign is humongous. It's really hard to miss.
Yes.
And it's funny because when you're not looking for something, you don't see it. So if somebody's listening to this right now, I guarantee now every time they drive by, they'll be like, I know those girls over there, which is cool. And sitting on your phone in front of your computer right now, where would you like them to follow, or the website? Like where is the place they can get the most information?
Probably our website, which is liatrisdance.com.
And let's spell that too.
LIATRIS dance.com.
Awesome.
And we also have we do post everything up on our social media on both Instagram and Facebook as well.
If you had to have a choice in where somebody followed you, would it be Instagram or would it be Facebook, or you do both the same things?
Both the same things.
Right. I feel like different people have different vibes, so we make sure everything.
How do you have time to do that besides teaching and running a business? And you're the social media managers as well?
Sleep is optional.
Right. Sleep when you're dead. Right?
Lots of caffeine.
Right.
It's called Can't Stop, Won't Stop.
Wow. Well, you're obviously putting a lot of things out there to teach everybody, right? Because, running a business is really hard, and you have to have dedication, you have to have drive, and you guys have the passion part, that's for sure. Because I know it's hard. Sometimes it's, no matter what you do, right? It's hard to go to work, but I'm sure that once you get there and see all the littles looking at you like, what are we going to do today? It's a rewarding job too, right?
Absolutely, yes. And honestly, we have been blessed that we have the greatest students and the greatest families. Aww. And I feel like I've never worked with more grateful and aware students before. I am so impressed that even young kids are like, we see everything you do for us, or this is really important to me that I have this place, or I am grateful that you are building into me. Oh. And
that's awesome.
How do you not love going to work then, if that's what you the feedback that you have kids giving you?
Absolutely.
And all the hugs, all the little hugs. You get so many hugs every day. You're just you go in and you're like tired or stressed about whatever, and you're like, okay, it's gone because I just got hugged by like 15 little guys that are just.
And how do you not turn around? Just turn it on.
Right, exactly.
And
you're like,
go.
I'm in it. Okay, let's do this.
Right. It doesn't matter how crappy of a day you're having. You can turn it around. So you two said that you've listened to a couple podcasts in the past.
We have.
Okay. Did you have a favorite, or one that you?
I have to think about it.
Everybody's your favorite, probably, right?
Yeah,
I know. Well, honestly, I love that you do this in general because it's interesting. I love like history in general, and I think it's so interesting to hear how everybody has started their business, how things have come to be. So I think that's really just interesting to know. Because, again, we frequent the area, but we don't always see who owns the space, or we don't always know the backstory behind things. And it's so interesting to hear how everyone else got their businesses started. So I think, for me, it's more of I enjoy listening to it because I like to know how people came to be because I go to all their stuff and I don't know the ins and outs of things. So it's kind of cool to know.
Because I like to, when you drive by somewhere and you have a choice where you're going to go to this place or this place, if I feel like I know that one personally, or I know that the struggles their family had and what they had to sacrifice to start this business, I'm spending my money there.
100%.
Right?
For sure.
Because that makes community and it brings everybody together.
Well, exactly. And it brings community. Or again, when you have choices and options, you're like, well, I want to go here. I know a lot about their story. Or their vision for something is right in line with my vision. And
when you meet somebody, you're like, wow, these people are actually really cool.
Yeah.
I've had the distinct honor of meeting so many people, whether it's someone who does nails or, you name it. I think right now we're at 178. So 178 people in the town I've had the honor to actually get to talk,
incredible.
Which is fun.
Yeah.
It's cool.
I was going to say it probably makes you feel like you have a better sense of community and know.
Absolutely.
It's really awesome.
No, it really is cool. I'm very grateful for that, too.
And I think that's one of the things that is really special about Grayslake is the sense of community here. We've looked at each other so many times or after different community events that we attend. And thank goodness we are here. Because
these are our people. We've definitely chose the right.
Yes, you did.
Area.
I think it's great, and it's nice to be a part of something too that I think we always talk because people bitch about the taxes and they bitch about this and they bitch about that. I am a big advocate of opening your eyes, get out there today and realize how good we have it, especially in this town. 100%. From parks to events to restaurants to whatever it might be. If you've been in a town that there's nothing going on,
absolutely,
that's when you really appreciate our town, right?
For sure.
And the support that Grayslake has for small businesses is unmatched.
I love it.
I 100% agree with that.
From the time you open your business to your ribbon cutting to watch how people come in.
Absolutely. I just feel like
they will come.
Been lucky to just meet so many people, but that they go out of their way to meet you and welcome you into the community. And what do you need?
I love that.
For sure. And becoming friends with some of the business owners, I feel like. And
people cheering
getting
each other
to know,
on.
Yeah, or we've collaborated with different people. I know, again, we will for our spring showcase again with Victoria's Florals. Yeah. So we collaborate with other businesses as well, and
it is about the people, right?
Stuff.
Exactly.
It's about the people.
Always.
They do. Just the people say, yes, I'll help, or yes, how can we find a way to do this together? So it's cool.
It's fun to get to know people and collaborate.
So my point to see if you listen to anything was that about at this time we do something we call towards the end here called the yes. Okay, so every time I have two, I always wonder, should we ask you the same things, or should we just bounce back and forth and do one question apiece? How about this? We'll do.
I feel we should have been prepared to do this newlywed game style. We have whiteboard. Not that people would be able to see that, but
that would have been.
But you would have been able to see it.
Yeah.
I think that would be good. We could have done that part on video. So how about we do one each, but if you have a good story for something, we'll just We don't have any rules here. All right. So here we go with our Grayslake Hot Seat.
The Grayslake Hot Seat is brought to you by Joe Velez at JPV Financial. It's often said that those who fail to plan are planning to fail. Joe Velez and his team at JPV Financial create unique financial plans that address some of the most difficult challenges that people might face as they get older. No matter what stage of life you're in, having a proactive financial plan can help navigate some of the difficult decisions you'll face, helping you live your life by design, not default. Securities and investment advisory service offered through Osaic Wealth Inc. Member FINRA SIPC. Now for the Grayslake Hot Seat. Hey, thanks, Joe.
Chelsea, we'll start with you.
Okay.
When you first meet someone, how does someone impress you?
I feel like how they enter into the space. So if they are like, I feel like having nice posture, or like they have certain like expression on their face, or they can make eye contact, that I feel like
every time somebody says that, I break eye contact because I feel weird.
I was going to say, I did just notice that. I was like, excuse me.
I'm over here.
But yes, I feel like the eye contact, being able to carry yourself, walking in with like nice posture and a positive face, because again, like we can, even if you're not feeling things all the time, you can control what's happening in your face, and it also shows that you're present and that you are like open for learning, or open for questions, or open for feedback.
I love that.
Yeah.
So what you just said, that you don't have to have RBF, you actually you can control.
Yes,
that.
You can.
I have some people
if you
that
have
need
awareness.
to listen to that.
I was going to say maybe we should
social
start a
awareness.
class. Maybe we should start a class.
How to stop resting bitch face. Like, we could do that. Great answer, by the way. I absolutely love that. I like to pick some fun ones here. Tell me something on your bucket list. And it doesn't have to be a travel or anything else like that, a personal accomplishment maybe that you want to have that you still need to get.
I mean, it's a very deep bucket, but I'm going to say this is a very random one. I really want to see the Formula One Silverstone race, like, in person.
I've never had anybody say that before.
So that's,
I love
like, that
that.
is a very high, like, I really want to do that. And ideally, hopefully, before Lewis Hamilton retires.
Right. Are you into racing like that?
I really love it.
Really?
Yes.
That's really cool. Well, you can make that happen.
So
she's going to have to pull her weight when you're gone to go see that.
We do a good job of that.
I mean, yes, that is one of the benefits of having a partner.
Yes.
And like all the time, we're like, oh man, I would not want to do this alone. Or how do people do this alone?
Right.
Like, it's so much work. We also kind of feel like that is one of the reasons why things have been able to take off as well as what they have, because we're doing opposite jobs and being able to tackle it, because otherwise you would not be able to grow at that capacity. It's just too much.
And it seems like you know each other well enough. Who like, this is your strength, and I'm not going to do it. You take this.
I mean, there was definitely some growing pains. Like when we first started, we thought we were more similar than we actually are, but it's better this way. Like, we are the same on what's important, but then actually have very different
So the delegating for admin and all that stuff has been actually very good.
Yes. I like when you can look at each other and you give each other like the head nod, like, yeah, you got this one.
For sure. Like, if some things are not even a question anymore, like, I don't know, I sort of think of it like home, when you have, like the understanding of like who just takes out the trash, right? Like, you don't talk about it, you just know whose job that is.
Yes.
I feel like we are kind of the same way with studio life. We just know.
I can make the bed, but I am not putting pillowcases on.
Exactly.
Like, I need some help. Like, so we got to work together. First car.
My first car was a red Kia Spectra. Her name was Rosie.
And she had a name.
Yeah.
Okay, we got to ask you.
All cars have names.
Yes. And it's a woman too.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What was your first car too?
It was a 96 Ford Taurus, silver with an amethyst interior.
Ooh, amethyst.
Yes.
I can't spell it, but it's fun to say. Isn't that? I found that one of the weirdest questions, because everybody remembers.
Absolutely.
So, like, as a father, getting my kids their first car,
Like, that's a lot of pressure.
it's got to
be a good one.
really crappy with a lot
I was
of
going to say,
personality.
you
Yes.
have to, like, really, exactly.
Yes.
That means you're a good dad.
Yeah, well, yeah. But it's fun to, although my son had a bunch of first cars very shortly from crashing them. But I feel like a lot of people do that. They get one, and then they're getting another one right
For
after.
sure.
And, buddy, if you're listening, I did not buy you your second car because you crashed it because I was nice. It's because I didn't want to drive you around everywhere. It was not for him. It was for me, for sure. First concerts. Let's do that.
So my first concert, and I still will go anytime it comes into the area, was the Beach Boys.
Okay.
I love it.
Nice.
My dad owned a recording studio in Michigan, and so we grew up going to concerts all the time, and every
fun.
year we would go to the Beach Boys.
That's awesome.
In theme, obviously,
Of course.
like full
Of course. That's how you do it.
beach wear. But yeah, it was really fun.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Elton John.
Wow. Okay. Both of those are awesome. That is really
Good
cool.
upbringing.
Yes.
Yes.
Mama raised me
Good
right.
parents. Okay, so for both of you, favorite, and it can't be the same. You'll probably be you're like sisters basically. Like
I know.
like,
Sometimes we just look at each other and we know what the other one is thinking.
I can
Or
see
when
that.
we go to restaurants, it'll just be like,
What
is she having? I will also be having that.
Right, or you can order for each other.
Yeah.
100%.
Oh, easily.
Like, we're getting this.
Yeah. For sure.
Favorite Grayslake event to attend.
Oh my
Ooh.
gosh. I'm sorry.
I know what you're gonna say. I'll pick a different one, but I know what
Okay.
you're gonna say.
The downtown trick or treat is my absolute favorite. You get to dress up. We go hard.
oh,
we go
yeah.
really hard.
Really?
We love the dress up, and we always have a theme to our booth. Like, we set up a little booth, and so yes, and all the kids.
We plan them years in advance.
Yeah, we have.
So you're all
our
set for this.
lineup.
We've been set
We've been
for
set.
this year since last 2 years.
That's
And
Like,
our
we have a
kids
plan
love it
multiple
because our students want to, like, try to guess or, like, be like, give us some hints, because they want to try to figure out what our theme is.
What were you guys last year?
We were Anna and Elsa. We were Frozen.
That's awesome. I think I ran around and interviewed people at that. Did you guys see that video? I was, like, asking
don't
little
think
kids
so.
what their favorite holiday was.
I don't think I
think
saw
so.
that, actually.
Go back and look at that one. It's kind of fun.
So, yeah, it's just a fun event, like,
great.
seeing all the kids dressed up.
Just see everybody right
The
here.
energy, there's so many people.
Yes.
It's just, everything
it
about
is
it
the
is just so fun. We literally, like, also book our subs out because we are usually teaching on Saturday mornings, like,
Right.
way
Months
in
in
advance
advance.
because we're like, no, we must be going
It
together.
is-
We have a set costume together. We have to be together.
Yeah, it is honestly like, one of the things we plan our lives around for that because
So fun.
it's so fun.
That's fantastic.
So-
I love
and
that
we
you guys are
go
so passionate
so
about
hard.
the
I know,
Trick or
it's so fun.
So already working on our costumes for this year.
Awesome.
With maybe
So
some
that was
extras.
so
Maybe
that's
some
your
extra
favorite.
buttons in there.
That's your favorite as well.
For sure.
Okay, you can agree.
For
on that.
sure, it is.
And there's
But-
so many to enjoy, right?
I know. Yes, that's why.
But I would say runner-up chamber golf outing
the
is
chamber golf
really
outing.
fun.
It's really fun. Have you ever done it?
If you've never gone to
Did
the
you see the interview I did at that last year?
No,
No.
I didn't. We didn't
Oh,
get to go
God.
last year.
Yeah.
Usually we
Yeah.
were the hole-in-one verifying for a few years. That was awesome.
Yes. My job, I was out there and I did video and I interviewed people, and I was also having a beer emptying. Like, my job was if there was a full one, I would
It's
have
an
to empty
important
it.
job.
That is
yeah.
actually in that event.
Not everybody is great at it, but I
You
Excel.
absolutely nailed the game.
I had to take one for the team. I mean, they wanted me to come out, so I did it. So beware and stay away from me at that one. But yes, at the hole-in-one verify. Okay, let's
Yeah.
make sure that we all go there because I think it'd be super fun.
Yes, we need to try to make that happen.
I know we haven't gotten
Last year it was, yes, well, obviously we were expanding, so and we were still running full camps and classes, so we're like, I don't know if this is the year, but
It's put on your calendar now. You can take an afternoon off, right?
Oh, my goodness.
I think an afternoon
Yes.
off.
It's so fun.
Okay, so we'll do, if you have to have a superpower, one superpower, what would it be?
Mine's easy.
What is
Stop, like control over time. If I could stop time,
it? Just freeze.
that would be fantastic.
Right. Get all your stuff done.
Exactly. Like, expand more hours in the day.
I was going to say that I would want like some sort of multitasking tool.
Yes.
That I can just do everything in personal life.
I could have
work,
like 4
everything.
of me.
Yeah, like if I
ideally.
could duplicate myself, that would
Yes.
be amazing.
I'd need a lot of bail money if there's 4 of me. Yeah, but you could get a lot of stuff done.
Oh my gosh, yes. And you would be like, okay, we're sleeping and we're...
Right. I think it would change your attitude, though, because then you'd have enough time to do anything. You could be completely lazy because you could just stop and do stuff.
That's true.
That
You'd
is
make up for
true.
it later.
And no seize
That's
the day
true. That
either,
is
because you
true.
could be like, stop. Yes. Maybe a limited amount, like you can only pause.
Or
something.
like a
when-
genie, 3 wishes.
Yeah.
You get 3 stops a day for no more than 5 minutes, right?
I mean, I take it.
I would still take
Yes.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I think, wow, can we do that? Because that would be great.
I mean, I think we just need to find a lamp.
Until we meet again. We will find something like that. All right, let's do a couple more and then we will end up because we're getting on time here. If you had to have a theme party at your house, what would it be? That one's not as easy, Anna and Elsa.
Also, I
is
just
it?
love themes. So
I was going to
much,
say, what do you
so
mean
that-
this have to? Is there any other option besides?
Well, of course. Even if there's
party?
not a theme party, I just go in theme anyway.
Exactly.
One-
It's like I go to
100%.
pajama parties, but it's not a pajama party.
I would go with like a Roaring 20s.
Roaring 20s.
Like
that would be
Art
fun.
Deco
That'd be fun.
vibe.
I feel like I would want to do like... You're going to laugh because you're like, this is so on brand for you. Like almost like beautiful, like outdoor tea party, garden party, like Alice in Wonderland, whimsical. It's right on brand. She's like, I'm not even surprised at all.
Yes, and there it is. All right, we'll do both of these. Tell me about the second time you got arrested.
Oh, that's a story. Let me tell you.
So much better than the third time, right? Because they didn't ask about
And the
that
first
one.
time I didn't have enough experience to really make the most of it. So
Truth. You don't have to answer that one. We already know. I read the police blotter things. And how about have either one of you ever eaten a roller dog from a gas station?
Well, that would be complicated
we're both vegetarians.
How's that complicated?
because we're both vegetarians.
Well, you weren't always
So
a
no, like
vegetarian,
I have
right?
looked at them.
I mean,
Does that
basically.
count? But almost basically, yeah.
Yeah.
Since I've
Well, I
been
mean,
11.
just taking the time to stop and admire.
I have
prob-
absolutely admired, and I'm like, okay, maybe we can add this type of movement into choreography.
Yeah.
But I am dedicated
The roll.
to quick trip breakfast sandwiches
Yes. Quick Trip's really good.
and their coffee.
Yes.
Amazing. So,
That's it. It doesn't really. You're not making it better for me, but I won't judge.
Sorry.
I won't judge. At least you stopped.
if they
and
had a
walked.
roller veggie dog, I'd be in.
Yeah,
I would
for
absolutely be
sure.
in. So, like, as a concept, I'm on board.
Yes.
So I'm going to write a letter about the veggie dogs and time travel.
Yeah. If you could get on that, that would be
100%.
No problem.
really
Yeah, I got
helpful.
plenty of time for the next appointment. All right. Well, thank you for participating in that.
Yes.
I do like it because those questions still show how much you guys are in tune with each other and why your business works. I mean, I could totally see it. I've learned so much. Okay, because of time, let's talk about things that are very important for you that Grayslake knows about your business, things they need to know maybe that we haven't covered yet, because I know I had some notes down. I just want to make sure we covered all of those for you.
Oh, yeah.
Most people have no idea what to do with their aging loved one who needs help. Well, there is a solution. A company that provides care and assistance to make your loved one feel right at home. At Right at Home, their mission statement is to improve the quality of life for those they serve. They offer extensive services: personal and companion care, safety supervision and transportation, fall prevention, dressing and bathing assistance, medical reminders, meal prep, hospice support, ambulation support, stroke recovery, Parkinson's support. The list goes on and on and on. If you have an aging loved one that needs help, call Right at Home. Most people prefer to age in their home rather than moving to an assisted living or nursing home. Right at Home can make this happen. Contact Right at Home at rightathomenlc.com or give them a call, 847-984-0103. Now back to the show.
We talked about expansion. We talked about how to get a hold of you guys. I think the camp thing I never would have known, right? And especially with summer coming up right now.
Yep, summer camp is open. We also run full classes in the evenings and weekends for summer.
Awesome.
And enrollment is open for all of that. I think big thing is we call it our teen track for students that are maybe discovering dance later in life if you didn't have it figured out when you were 6 years old, and wake up as a 15-year-old and they're like, I wish I took ballet. Right? I might want to tap dance, actually. Right? That we have a whole series of classes for you, and actually
For
just
teens and also juniors
juniors
which are
just
also
started
like,
for, like,
you're like 9, 10, 11-year-olds, where it's getting into dance maybe a little bit later, but are able to.
And that's probably not as intimidating for them, right? They don't have to
Exactly.
step in a class with people that have been doing it for 5 years.
Exactly. So you're not either trying to play catch up, overwhelmed because all these people have been in class and know things you don't, and then also you're not skipping steps, right? Like you get to start from the beginning and get a good foundation still, and like feel good and confident about what you're doing. But then you also don't have to walk into class with a bunch of 6-year-olds as an 11-year-old, because that's not inspiring.
Yeah,
and they're going to develop and grow at a different pace than
a
first grader.
Yeah, right.
You know, if you're
learn faster,
if you're a 5th or 6th grader,
exactly, it's more accelerated.
Right? So that.
I like that because, like we've talked about before, that you guys aren't just teaching. Like, this is about confidence, right, and being yourself and like, expression and
whole person. I think like our big like teaching philosophy and goal is like if you are taking care of the whole dancer, like their mind, body, spirit, that they're going to excel so much quicker and better. So I think that is like a really important takeaway. Hence why we come up with classes that are like this. We also offer classes, and sometimes we even have people that come in from other activities that like cross train in it, but we do like injury prevention types of classes, like progressing ballet technique, Alexa flexibility. So we do other classes that are not usually as common in studios, because it's really important for us that we're taking care of our dancers like bodies. They're going to live in that body forever, so we might as well make sure we're trying to prevent injury as much as possible.
That's
that we're taking care of their emotional and mental needs. So all of that is really important to us, that we're creating the whole dancer and not just the technical, physical side of things.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
And you're giving them a place where they belong, right? And that connection is everything.
Yes.
Right, because the people what do you do or whatever, they take a lot of pride in that, and they're around like-minded people.
100%.
Cool. Thank you for everything you do, because that's awesome. I love to hear stuff, and it's like, speaking Chinese to me, like I have no idea. You're in a dance studio, like how many things could I have come up with today before talking to you, like on all the different things that happen.
Yeah.
So it sounds like you're constantly moving forward and thinking of new things to do, and keeping yourself educated about other things too.
Yes, definitely. For sure.
Wow. That's really awesome. And I think I see your guys' name everywhere, because whether there's like entity community involvement and things like that. So thank you for what you do in our community.
We try. We want, like, it was very important to us when we opened that we be a part of the community and that we support the community any way we can. So, and it's really fun getting to know people that way, or like going into the schools and
going into the schools and doing activities we do, and
that's cool.
Yeah, just anything, like if people need stuff, we really try to make it happen in some capacity, because we want to feel like we are providing that for the
connecting.
Connecting people together.
We only have each other, right? I mean,
amen to that. If only everybody thought that way, right? Because that's, at the end of the day, that's what we have from the time when we wake up to what kind of experiences can we have today that we didn't have yesterday, or how do we enrich somebody else's life at the same time.
For sure.
So, all right, anything we want to mention as we sign off? Are we good?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
And folks, if you have other questions, make sure you go follow on Instagram, you follow on Facebook, and go to the website, check things out. I'll also put all these in the show notes, though, and probably clickable through. If you click through a social post or wherever you're at, we'll make sure they're in there so they can get to you guys.
Awesome. Thank you.
So thank you both very
much.
Thank
you. This was fun.
It is fun. Grayslake, hey, wherever you're listening, do me a favor and hit the subscribe button, whether you're on YouTube, whether you're on Apple, whether you're on Spotify. I had a girl yesterday and showed me 2 different platforms they listen on, and I didn't even know they were there. So they just go out everywhere. So make sure to subscribe, because that way every Tuesday you get to know another member of our community. And as we talked about before, to be a part of a community is more important. I think the more we listen, the more we share stories about people, it just builds community. And as I always sign off, we never know what our friends or strangers are going through. So whether you're walking down the street and you just give somebody a smile, whether you pick up the phone and text a friend who you know is going through a hard time or lonely, those little random acts of kindness that we all can do today, and 2, 3, it's the easiest thing to do, can make somebody's life better, and it takes 0 effort. It's a lot harder to be mean. So kindness spreads like wildfire. So I challenge everybody to get out there, do 2 random acts of kindness for me. Be nice to the people at the dollar store too. I like people like that just you can always tell what kind of people are when they treat people. So it's your own little act of service. So Grayslake, thank you guys for listening. Thank you too, gals. Appreciate you.
Thank you.
And Grayslake, we'll see you next Tuesday, everyone.